Good evening, everyone. This is Candace from WeDharma.com. Tonight, I actually want to talk about something that Chandani, my partner, has already discussed, and we decided today that we're actually going to correspond about certain things from the East and the West. She's in LA, I'm in New York, and we're going to talk about the same subject, just from a different point of view sometimes. And tonight's one of those times because the new moon is actually a really special thing that happens not so often. It doesn't happen every day. And it happened last night, and today is the first day of manifestation. What the new moon does, as she has already said, is it's the opportunity to manifest things that you want in your life, that you desire, with a strong intention. And she's already described a lot of it in her blog, but just to add on, a lot of times what I do is what I've realized through experience is that when we have a vision and we have a desire, if we have the intention plus a strong emotion behind it, it creates an action or an opportunity for action. Because as a lot of us haven't learned yet, but you will through experience if you're on this path, is that things happen in life by our own creation. So if you have a strong enough will and a strong enough desire, the action comes along with the opportunity that appears before you. And I just want to add on to what she was saying about, do you show who you truly are, your truth, every day, in every way to everyone that you know, or do you show them what the conventional way is and what society allows? And I think I've been someone in life that's always been sort of pegged as the girl that speaks her mind, and I can say it's never really served me wrong. It's always been a good thing. I feel like I've always lived in truth, and the times that I haven't, I've suffered greatly. There's been many times that I have suffered from not being truthful for myself, being truthful with others, but not being my true self. And what that means is, as we manifest on this day, living from a space of complete honesty, emotional honesty, because so many of us have something we call perfectionism. And what that is you think you should be a certain thing. It's an ideal rather than a truth. And I've been caught in that web in the past years, and knowing better. And I feel like I want to share this on top of the new moon. It's another segue, but it all has to do with the things that we talk about is practice. And since I was really young, I've been very connected to this higher power, I guess we would call something bigger than myself. Something, it was very intuitive sort of thing that would happen to me, where I would just feel other people and know things that I shouldn't know. I mean, just nuts. And read auras from the age of 5 and all these things. And of course, at that time, I mean, I'm 32 years old. Back in those days, my parents and people around me were like, "What are you talking about?" And there was no one that could really sort of relate to me. And then, of course, self doubt comes in, because if you know that you have this, I don't know if I'd call it a gift, but if you have this ability, which I think we all have, but some people, I guess, are born with more of a strength in that area, and other people are born with strengths in other areas. But mine happened to be a spiritual strength, and so we start to doubt that when there's nobody around to confirm it for us, or support us. And so my path, my seeking to this day has been all about confirming what I know in my heart to be true, and the way that I see things, and the way that life works, and also trying to understand really the mechanics behind energy, and really dabbling into metaphysics and philosophy. And now I've come to know that when I really needed the support, which was when I was a teenager, I had a spiritual awakening, and there was no support around, and for me in the Midwest in Chicago. And now that I'm in this amazing yoga teacher training, this intensive, which has engulfed, embodied my entire existence and life at the moment, I realize that this is exactly what I will be teaching my children from day one. And these sort of beliefs and the practice, the everyday consistency of a practice is what would have saved me from going through many lessons that I had to go through to get to the point now where I'm just unbreakable in the way of my what I believe and how I live and who I trust and who I align myself with and the career that I have and the way that I present myself. All these things come from a certainty and a contentment with who I am and that gift we talk about, or whatever you would call it. Um, it's just the true self, and it's embodying that and knowing that that's okay, because most people in life are afraid of that or don't know that. So if they see you with it, they want to reject it, especially as teenagers. So um, I'm urging everyone to have a practice of some kind that helps you to quiet your thoughts, be still in your body, really come to that place of um, gratitude, appreciation, because when you do that, you step outside of the self and you step into service. And what I've done in the last couple of years is I've worked hard to get there, but come to the point where I do things um, that will offer some sort of service to others because I realize maybe it's a selfish selflessness, I call it, but it makes me so happy to adjust one of my students in class or whatever and see how their body just molds into this beautiful structure that's going to help them open. Because when you're secure on your own and you feel amazing in who you are, you really want everyone else to feel like that. And so that's, in my opinion, the benchmark of consciousness. And when you get to be that conscious and aware through practice, and what I mean by practice is a daily regimen of connecting to that higher power and connecting to yourself. When you get to that discipline, everything shifts and everything's okay. And even if it's a harmful thing happening in your world and you're losing your home or someone in your family is really sick, whatever it is, you can handle it with grace because you're working from something that's higher than the ego. So for me, from my practice, my daily practice that I will consistently have the rest of my life, mark my words, this is being documented, um, it has 100% completely given me the security, the knowledge, and the consciousness to fully engage and commit to a path that's beautiful and to a knowing that has no doubt. So, on that note, I offer you all to search out something that gives you a discipline every day to be a better person, a better you, and to really look within rather than without. Because when you look outside of yourself, you're being judged on external values rather than internal wisdom. And so to look within every day for a little bit of time and do a practice that opens your body up, opens your energy channels, it really shifts the way that the world reacts to you and you respond to the world. And I will tell you from experience, it is an amazing time. So, on that note, I wish you a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.